For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone talking some men's basketball after a big 80-69 victory over UIW. We've got a whole bunch of people. We've got a couple of guys we'll talk to in a second, but we start with Jaren Lewis and Hayden Howell. 80-69 the win. Hayden, you came off the bench with 12 points and 6 rebounds. It seemed to me that there was a lot of bounce in your step the last couple of games. Take me through what you feel like your role has been these last 2 games.
I think it's just been trying to do my best to finish all my teammates' passes and do a good job on defense and get those boards and box them out. And I think I finished most of my teammates' passes this game.
Jaren, it's been an eventful week for you. You go over 1,000 points scoring last week against Sam Houston State, and then this week against Nichols, you go for 18 points and 20 rebounds. Today you go for 20 points and 17 rebounds. We were talking on the radio. Is there something that you can point to that has, even though you've had a great year all season, that's been specifically different these last couple of games?
I just think the whole team, we just have a different focus. We're ready for Katie. We know what we're playing for. We know the importance of every game right now. The coaches stress it to us every day, how important every day is, not just getting bored with the everyday work. So I really just think it's everybody just being locked in, and just been me too, getting locked in with the team, and it's just been taking advantage of my opportunities.
When you see a guy like Howell come off the bench and bring energy, what does that do for the starters?
It brings us a boost too. We see Howell working. We love it. We know Howell's going to box out. Howell plays really hard, and that just motivates us to even go harder for him. So he does a great job of that.
Hayden, you've been around here like Jaren, like Jay Franklin, like the juniors and the seniors a long time without a chance to go to the conference tournament. How much is that now on your mind with every day that goes by?
I mean, it's been on our minds all season, but the closer it gets, the more real it gets. And, I mean, the past 2 years we haven't had this opportunity, so we're all really eager for it.
All right, let's have you guys step to the side, and let's bring in a couple of others. Here we got the head coach, Joe Golding. We've got the junior guard, Jaylen Franklin. Jay Frank, this is an ACU team that hasn't had a ton of success against UIW. Mm-hmm. Was it difficult to not look at their record and expect a good game from them? What did you expect to see from them today?
We expected them to play hard. I mean, we don't care about the record. I mean, everybody in this conference is pretty good. I mean, we just go out there and play hard every night, and everybody's going to bring it.
We just talked to Hayden about this, but it's been a long time waiting for a chance, just a chance to be eligible to go to the conference tournament. How close does it feel to you right now with a couple of weeks to go?
It's very close, but we got a lot to do. I mean, we got Southeastern next week. Well, no, we got a bye week.
Yeah.
And we got Southeastern Saturday, I guess. And we got to continue to work and be prepared.
The starters, by and large, all season have performed well. There have been stretches when there hasn't been a ton of production from the bench. Tonight, you got 12 and 6 from Hayden Howell. I thought B.J. Maxwell and Trey really provided a lot of energy. What did you sense from your bench tonight?
Everybody stepped up. Everybody had an opportunity, and they took it, and they played very, very well. They gave us big minutes. So, I mean, Hayden Howell can do that every night. He just got to step up to the plate.
You came in here with a lot of fanfare. You were freshman of the year 2 years ago. Last Saturday, you go over 1,000 points as an ACU player. What does that number mean to you?
It means a lot. I mean, I give credit to my teammates for finding me when I'm under the basket and anything, and just playing my game. It feels great.
Coach, Jay Frank is a different kind of player. We don't get ones like Jay Frank all the time, and 1,000 points is big for anybody, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, he's like my third son. Him and Louis, we talked about Louis last week and what he meant on this deal, and Jay Frank's no different. He means a lot to me. He means a lot to our program. It was really cool for me to see them both get it on the same night, but they've changed our program, and we've come a long ways. We're not nearly where we're going. We're going, we don't want to be average, and those guys aren't average players. They're great players, and they've done a lot for our university, and what means the most to me about Jaylen is Jaylen gave us a shot to coach him and to come here when we weren't worth a darn. We were probably the worst Division I team in the country, and Jay Frank believed us. There was a moment there for a minute he wouldn't answer his phone a couple of days before signing day, but we were able to finally get his phone back on, and I love him. He's grown as a player. I mean, you think about it, from his freshman year, he scored a bunch of points, and then he moves his sophomore year to the point guard a little bit and really learns how to play. Never played the point, and then this year learning to play through Jaren and Jelani down low and feed the post and do some some different things. And, he leads us in assists by 4. He's almost 3 to 1. And that's who Jay Frank, guys that are around Jay Frank a lot. He's an unselfish guy, man. He doesn't care. He wants to win. His freshman year, he was no different than Louis. All he wanted to do was score and see if he could get a girlfriend, And now he just wants to win games, And that's what I love about him, and I love about Louis, And it's a really cool, unique situation with both of them. But that turnover tonight, I wanted to go out there and get a piece of him, we got a great love-hate relationship. My wife gets a little jealous with me, with Jay, and I'm sure everybody in the locker room rips me about Jay Frank. But he means a lot, Again, him and Jaren both took a chance on me when they didn't have to, and so I'll be forever thankful for those guys.
7-6 in the conference. You're back above 500. This is every night is a test, isn't it, in this league?
Yeah, it's a very test. I mean, like I said before, we got great teams in this league, and we got to just come prepared every night to play. And tonight we did.
7-6, Coach. You're 15 wins now and 11 losses. A much-needed break Wednesday before you go down to Southeastern.
You look at it, the most wins we've ever had. We're 1 win away from guaranteeing ourselves a 500, above 5 winning season, and that's been a long time coming, for this place. And I think that's going to be the way this program continues to do every year. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, and we just got good guys, Grant. I mean, we got a good locker room. It's a locker room I wish was a little bit more raw. They're kind of laid back. I'm working on how. To kind of open the locker room up a little bit, and play a little guitar music and get them going before the game. And but they're a unique group, man. They're a fun group. I'm really proud of Hal. How about him the last 2 nights? He changed the game at Nichols when they went on that run and got us back into it. And then tonight he got back to his old school fadeaway and facing up but just his energy, man. Hal's a guy that we recruited. I thought he could be a heck of a player, and it's my fault, and our staff's fault. We try to find minutes, but he's behind 2 good players. In Jelani and Jaren, and he's been an incredible teammate. He brings it every day. He works hard every day, and that's why he's ready for the opportunity he got the last two games. A lot of people aren't. They don't continue to work hard. They worry about the wrong things, and I think that's a credit to Hayden. That's not a credit to us as a coaching staff. That's a credit to Hayden for staying ready when the opportunity comes, and he's going to give us a big boost down the stretch.
ACU wins 80-69 over UIW. They remain inside the top 8 with 3 weeks left in the conference season.